get started. Doing another little push-up workout, man. We're actually gonna be doing almost a three in one type of thing today. We're gonna knock out some stuff on the checklist before we get started with our workout. Then we'll get into it, man. We get into today's subject, and we'll also get into a few other things as well, man. We got some. The hell? Okay. All right, let's get it in, people. Let's get it in. Beautiful, beautiful day. Another beautiful day to get it in, man. I don't know where the freak. I don't know where the freak I put my freaking tripod, bro. I've really been out here thugging it without my tripod, for real. And my lights are they're still at the studio, so yeah, it's all good. We're gonna get this workout in, though. We are going to get this workout in. Hope all of y'all day have been pleasant, because my day has been great. Seriously. Had a pretty decent time today, man. Actually went ahead and took out my hair. Gonna be doing some stuff different. Oh, crap. Got to shoot that video. We'll be doing some little detox stuff to my hair a little bit later on. But what we're gonna be doing, man, we're gonna be doing a little bit of story time, taking questions and answers and all that other stuff with these workouts. All right, we'll be doing a little bit of everything. Oh man, just telling you, man, it definitely feels good, man. Feels good. We are slowly approaching the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2023. Y'all, if you haven't start to set your goals, then we definitely gonna do that. I'm actually gonna take you guys through how I look at, organize my goals and stuff, how I'm able to achieve the things that I'm able to achieve in the amount of time that I give myself. It is important when you're setting goals to also give a timeline on when you're going to meet those goals. All right, trying to give myself a little bit more room, because yesterday wasn't it, like, for real. I felt like I was literally like just closed in, man. Let me see. This should be straight right here. All right, beeps. All right, good people. It's my little board, whatnot. It's kind of hot in here, so that's how I like it anyway. Where my car is at? Where the car is at? Where the car is at? Yo, there you go. Do another car exercise, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing another car exercise, but with this one, we're a little bit more prepared this time, all right? Got my shoes on, man. We're gonna go ahead and get a little quick stretch in. Make sure you grab a bottle of water. Y'all know we don't advertise on this channel unless we are sponsored, all right? On any channel, any platform, for that matter, we don't do that. Most of the clothes that you see on me, they don't have any branding on it, other than, you know, the stuff that I either put on it or the things that were gifted to me. But let me get right. Let me shift this thing over or what now, what have you. Let me see, can I? Okay. It's not bad, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna try to get you guys as much light as possible while we're doing this workout. Not bad, right? It's a little bit better. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Y'all forgive me, man, but this is what we got to work with until I bring my doggone lights the studio. Okay. I left all my lights in the studio, and that didn't make it any better. Anywho, let me go ahead and get the cards out, man. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So as you've seen the title of today, man, and I was actually having a discussion today with JoJo, and we were just talking about, different things or whatever, and it was actually pertaining to the live that I did yesterday, and we were talking about Deion Sanders, and listen, it was a lot to unpack. Like, that's what I love about just sitting there, just having those different types of conversations, man, and different perspectives, and forcing me to look at it in a different light. And I'm just with these are just rubber bands for my hair. But yeah, getting me to look at things in a different light. And bottom line is, what people need to understand is you're going to be used. In life, people are going to use you, whether you like it or not, man. I mean, even as something that a lot of people inspire to be a high value man, understand this, man. When it comes to being a high value man, everybody in this world, they want you so they can use you. That's the net of it. What would a woman need for a man that makes all that money if she can't partake in it in some way, shape, form, or fashion? Right? And, I was like, a little light came on in my head. I was just like, it makes perfect sense. That's how I honestly looked at the world, right? The world, friends, family, people that you rock with, that you're close to. They're going to use you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. In life, relationships, friendships, business, everything is transactional, whether you want to look at it that way or not. It is what it is. But I think the people that understand and respect it, those people, they good. It's the people that are honestly in denial and they don't want to accept it, but when it all boils down to it, that's just how the cookie crumbles. It is what it is, man. The quicker you learn to accept that, the better off you will be. All right, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, Lord. All right. So, let's talk about Deion first, and then I'll slowly bring myself into this, right? So Deion, right? A lot of people tripping on Deion, going from that HBCU, which is JSU. They're tripping about him leaving the HBCU, moving on to Colorado. You got some people that are happy for him. You got some people that are out there feeling some type of way. Listen, man, I like to protect my knees, dog. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't be on my knees like that. For real. For real. Man, listen. All right. So, yes. Ooh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Who says you have to be uncomfortable while you're working out? No, I'm joking. Anyway, you got some people that are happy for him. Hold on 1 second. You got some people that are happy for him. You got some people that feel some type of way. You got some people out there that say, oh, he turned his back on the community. He could have at least stayed for that last year instead of, instead of doing 3 and then just leaving. I respect it. I respect it. I respect the fact that people are going to feel some type of way. What I don't understand is why are y'all complaining? Why are y'all being and complaining about somebody else's life? All right? Because when people say that, they don't take into account of everything that that man did while he was there, and they don't take into account of everything that he went through. He and his sons went through while they were there, right? I'm like this. I try not to assume anything until I've got both sides of the story and maybe, a little bit more information. Even though initially, I don't mind throwing out my initial thoughts, but for the most part, I like to wait until, I got a little bit more information before I start to say anything. All right, 25 more, y'all. Let's go. Come on. 1, 2, come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're not. So, when Dion was at Jackson State University, I understand this. Life is not all peaches and cream. Life is never going to be all peaches and cream. But I do understand that some things can be avoided, right? So we can go down this long list, this long line of everything that Dion did for that state, for that community, for that school, for HBCUs, the black community, like everything. We can honestly go down the list. I'm gonna look at some of the stuff that I actually seen online, and I also bring up some of the stuff that I want to tell you what's crazy though. What trips me out is one made money for Mississippi, one took money from Mississippi. Guess which one black people are relentlessly talking bad about? Let me see, hold on. I mean, y'all probably already know, but come on, man. You got two different people, right? And you would think that on one hand, they would be in an all-out rage with one person. But again, we're gonna go ahead and go down a few things, right? Economic impact. $30 million to the city of Jackson, right? $9 million for 2022 JSU homecoming. $4 million for Boombox Classic. Recruiting was the #1 recruiting class in HBCU history. Let me make sure I'm still working out while I'm doing this. All right. Ooh. Keep it going. Let's see, I might be able to make some shape. All right. So, signed the first 5-star recruit to an HBCU in HBCU history. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25. Another set of 25, y'all. Another set of 25. Whew. Most number of quality prospects to commit to HBCU in history in 2021. Put HBCUs on a map nationally. Television and media, ESPN, TV deal with SWAC. $120 million over the next 10 years. Over the next 10 years, they're going to be getting $120 million. Space it out. All right. 125 games aired throughout 2022, and College Game Day came to JSU. Only the second time in history going to an HBCU campus. Come on, man. Come on. That's just some of the things. That's just some of the things that he brought, right? So, We're gonna get into it. We gonna get into it, player. Feels a lot better when you gotta worry about, you know what I mean, that pressure and all that stuff being on your knees like that. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. All right. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find something else that I had posted. All right. So here we go. They bashing Deion. Salary was about $300,000 per year. Understand that Deion gave up. He donated half of his salary to upgrade facilities, bring national spotlight to Jackson State and other HBCUs, led the team to 26-5 record, 2 SWAC titles, and caused an appearance from ESPN College. We already talked about that. And it's one thing to give your money. This is me talking. It's one thing to give your money. It's another thing to give your time, your energy, your name, your resources to something you get little to no return for, and not even the recognition from your own people. Those are my words. 25 more. Come on. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 25. Good job. All right. He reached out to Walmart and got a practice stadium built for JCSU. Well, my bad. JSU. We actually got a school in Charlotte as JCSU. John C. Smith University. Historical Black College. Anyway, so before he got to Jackson State, did you know that they had to take the bus? Well, after he had got to Jackson State, did you know that they had to take the bus? Hold on a minute. Take the bus to practice because their fields were so jacked up. So what did Deion Sanders do? He reached out to Walmart, got a practice stadium built for JSU. He also took over half of his salary of his own money to get the stadium built. All right. He got them a new practice field. He helped get them a new practice field, got them new locker rooms, got Under Armour sponsorship, and the CEO of Under Armour gave over $1 million, or gave them $1 million check. Got sponsorships from Walmart. JSU had more changes of uniform than almost any other college. I believe the only college that had more changes of uniform at the time was Oregon. All right. He got Michael Strahan to donate $100,000. He got a sponsorship with American Airlines so that his team would be able to travel by airplane instead of by bus. For this, so all this for the team, the school, the city, and other HBCUs. And you have people out there that haven't gave a dime. That haven't gave a dime to any HBCU, but got the most to say. And some of them haven't even attended a HBCU and got the nerve to say something about Deion. Weird. It's weird to me, bro. I don't get it, man. I honestly don't get it. But anyway, I was saying all that to say this, right? You got that's going on. And I understand this. You can say that Deion used that team to do whatever. I don't know. Whatever picture you want to paint. But you have to be out of your mind to think that team did not use Deion, or that school, I don't want to say that team, that school did not use Deion in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You hired Deion because of what? name, reputation, knows people, knows companies, and they understood it. They understood what it was, man. They understood perfectly of what it was. You know what I mean? Everything is transactional. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yay! Yay! All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got 26 cards, man. Let's go ahead and let's get it in, huh? Let's get it in. So we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna do this. Black push-ups, red ab rolls. That sounds like a heck of a deal, right? Let's get it. Y'all already know what it is. 10s, jacks, queens, kings, 10. Aces are 15 and jokers are 25. Let's go ahead and get it started. Where we at? 9 for push-ups. Let's get it. 9 for push-ups. 9 for push-ups. Go ahead and keep them things flipped over too. Everything is transactional, man. They hired Dion because of his likeliness or whatever. Because had he would have been a regular smuggler Joe that came from out of wherever he came from and had that background from which he had, he wouldn't have got that dog on. I doubt they would have taken a chance on that man, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I highly doubt it. 2. It's on. KD will rock your dome. But that is happening, man, and so he ended up switching. He ended up going to Colorado, right? So he did all of that. And understand, he went through some stuff while he was there. You know, mentally, physically, probably emotionally. It was a lot. Joker ain't this about a biscuit. Joker's gonna be 25, man. We'll just do 25 push-ups. So he had to go through that. On top of, did you guys know that his son's cars was being broken into while they were at that school? Now, just out of curiosity, right? Parents, if you were at a school making $300,000 per year and your children were at that school and they came to that school because of you or whatever, and again, you're making $300,000, but your children's cars are being broken into, and maybe your children don't feel safe in that environment because, you know, your car being broken into, who's to say, you know what I'm saying, what's still in there that has not came out yet? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, you're going to be around. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. Cars being broken into. And on top of that, one of the last games, well, the last game of the season, after the bowl game, after Dion gets done, he's celebrating with his team, they give him the game ball, and he was like, this is one of the highest honors I have ever felt in my life, to be able to go, you know, 11-0, undefeated season with a group of guys that, you know, were well disciplined, all these things, man. And, you know, of course, they done been through a lot in the past year. And, you know, you're on an emotional high right now, and you come into the locker room and you notice your phone is not there. And you notice your wallet, your keys, your, you know, driver's license, all that stuff is missing. And now you can't even call the people, you know what I'm saying, that you were loved and maybe weren't able to attend the game, just to let them know that, you know, you're okay, y'all won, and just be able to share that with them. After coming out of again, a great game, great season or whatever, and you enter the locker room and you notice that that stuff is missing. It's been stolen. Like, at what point in time do you think, like, bro, for some people that should have the utmost respect for me, my children, you know, this office, they know who stuff. Come on, man. They know who stuff this is. They know exactly who stuff this is. And you telling me that they don't have that much respect or that little respect to, come on, man. This is somebody that has brought so much to this doggone community. I don't know. It's no way around. I don't get it. I'm just thinking, which one is 25? Which one is 25? This is 25 one. Okay. At what point, bro? At what point? That's 6 yards. Do you just be like, man, let me just stop, dog. Let me not do this, man. Out of respect for Coach Prime. Things are not the same, man. Things done changed big time, man. You got so many crazy people now, man. I just don't get it, bro. I really don't. People just operate on a completely different scale now. Ooh. At what point do you give that man a pass? Do people complain about him not staying an extra year? That's a 10. Do you not want to put your sons, your children in a better environment? It's going to be a little bit more safe. Maybe things will be a little bit more easier, or I don't know, man. I mean, that's just a question that's just put out there. I'm not trying to paint any type of picture or trying to back you guys to a corner. I'm just asking. Just be completely honest, man. Like, at what point? At what point do you just be like, enough is enough? And, you know, again, he's been rocking with that team for 3 years. He's brought so much to that team for 3 years. And then on top of that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play the clip so you guys can actually hear some of the things that's been going on that, you know, hasn't really been blown up like that. So here's the thing. Those games were packed. Packed. I mean, me and JoJo went to go check out one of those games, and I mean, they were packed like crazy. After 30,000 tickets are sold, Prime, the coach, the head coach, is supposed to get a certain percentage out of that. And tell me why every game, to me, to us, seemed like even the game that we went to, was packed. But he never once seen a penny of what was in that contract of him getting a percentage after 30,000 tickets were sold. And here's why. And we actually got to attend a game, and they were not checking tickets. They weren't. Like, they would look at the phone, all right, going about your business. It wasn't like a real official check or anything. It was like, what the heck is going on? Like, something on the front end or the back end has not been done. It's not being done right. Like, yeah, you're getting the money for it, but it was just some crazy ish that was going on, man. I was just like, yo, did they check your ticket? No, they just looked at, just barely looked at it and kept it pushing. So sometimes it was like 58,000, 60,000 people in attendance. So that's 30,000, almost 30,000 people, maybe even more sometimes. Tickets being sold that Dion wasn't getting a percentage from. So now it's some fraud-ish, it's some F-ish going on. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what? I might just have to save this for a separate video, man. Like, seriously, just save this for a separate video where I'll really be able to do a deep dive into that thing. But bottom line is, you're gonna be used, man. People are gonna use you, and understand that in life, everything is transactional, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, yeah, I wish everything was sunshine and rainbows and people didn't use me, people didn't use you. It's going to happen. I just think, stop getting any feelings. Understand that these things, that's just how the way the world works. Real talk, right? Real talk. That's just the way that the world works. And 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. And understand this. Check this out. Even with me, with YouTube, right? People come to my channel because it's something they need, something they want, something they're trying to achieve, and it's transactional. I'm watching your videos because I'm getting something out of it. If there ever comes a time that you're not serving that purpose, and I'm gonna go on and watch somebody else that it, you gotta respect it. Same thing when it comes to me dealing with companies. I reach out to companies and I just hit them up, hey, I got a main YouTube channel, blah, 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 where, we've made over 15 million views in 1 month. We gained over 40,000 subscribers last month, or, if I'm doing something for this channel, we got about 9 million views in X amount of time. And, I would love to showcase your product or something on this channel. Transactional. I'm getting a free product. They're getting quote unquote advertising. I'm not gonna call it free advertising. Nothing is free. So what else? I think I was trying to do 2 and 2. So that's three ab rolls and 3 push-ups. I mean five ab rolls and 3 push-ups. But it's like this, man. Peep game. You send me some of your product for quote unquote free. I will show your product on one of my main channels for quote unquote free. So now I get some type of free product, whether it's headphones, whether it's clothing, whether it's jewelry, whatever. And in return, you're going to get, hopefully you'll get some sales from it. Transactional. That's just how the way the world works, man. 2, 3. And the reason why business like that is so easy and so simple, and this type of lifestyle is, honestly, it can get real easy. Like the profit and everything that you can get is very, very easy, very lucrative, because you understand that it's something that I got that you want, it's something you got that I want, and we're gonna make this doggone transaction happen. Everything's gonna go smooth, and I'm telling you, man, it's just like turning that damn wheel. I understand. I'm not tripping. We got 5 of it. Three. But yeah. Forget that what's understood don't need to be explained. We can break it down. We can definitely break it down for you. 1, 2, 3. Have no issue, have no problem with breaking it down. So we have a better understanding, better way to communicate it. 7, that's 9, that's 16. Okay, 16 of them things. So, I think, just personal beliefs, but I think the world can be a better place if people just learn to accept certain things. And if more people in our community accept that Dion switching schools, that relationship, that business transaction, That was basically all it was. It was a transaction. All right. It was a it was a business move. Yeah. The heck is that? Oh, my bad, y'all. I keep getting notifications from different apps. Yay, yay. Things will go a lot smoother. What we got? 8. Roll the math, roll the math, roll the math. I've been listening to a lot of people chiming in on a few different things, man. Like, when you look at the latest topics that's done happen, right? Latest topics is Kyrie Irving has been in the news a lot lately. Or he was. Still kind of is. Kanye West, another one. Another one, DJ Khaled, another one, been in the news a lot lately. Deion Sanders. Brittany Griner. A lot of them have been in the news lately, man. So that's 8. 8 clubs. What else we got? 5. 13. 13 little things. 13. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. Whoo, hamburger. You know what? We're gonna do it, man. I wanna listen because I don't think I listened to the whole thing anyway. We're gonna go ahead and tap in real quick. Let me make sure it's still in here. There we go.
Do not start a business in 2022, 2023. Here's why. If you look at my email right here, here's weekly commission check.
What? Bye.
And these big balls, they earn a lot of money by participating. So the football.
Hold on.
So the breakdown between Deion Sanders and Jackson State University fans is getting more messy by the day. Like, where do we start? Let's just say that the mismanagement of funds, that's all being exposed
13.
right now. And for anybody who ever worked at this type of institution, or you attended these institutions
It's
as a
normal.
student,
It's
you
normal.
already know how prevalent this type of activity is. And the cover-up is always phenomenal, right? Some of these conniving people are never prosecuted, and most of them are able to keep their jobs. Totally running amok, and this is a part of the reason why our institutions are stagnant and continue to fail. Months ago, Coach Prime made the statement here.
Listen.
They may not like it, but I ain't lying. How can we have 60,000 people in the Durham Stadium? You talking about we sold out, and I checked the receipts, and we have sold 28,000 tickets. Now y'all better find out who's stealing, because that affects my pocket. You may not like it, but I ain't lying. So it's a lot of stuff like that, and it's more that goes on.
I'm trying to look at how packed it be.
That we got to address, and I just have the audacity to address it.
Trying to.
And now you have more people saying that what Coach Prime said in that video is indeed true. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. You have articles going around speaking on discrepancies in the numbers. Which numbers? We're talking about the ticket sales for Jackson State football games during Coach Prime's time at the school. People are calling out JSU for the misuse of football funds, claiming that you had individuals stealing money from the football program by moving it to general funds and scholarships, basically stealing from Coach Prime and the players. And according to a source, they believe that it has a lot to do with why Deion Sanders is leaving.
So now, on top of everything else that you got that's going on right now, not only is his son's cars being broken into, not only is things being stolen out of the office, But on top of that, he got to deal with the school shortchanging him after 30,000 tickets have been sold. Himself, along with, I'm guessing some of the faculty or whatever, is supposed to get a certain percentage from that. And like you guys just seen, though that stadium is sold out every freaking game. So that's about 30,000 tickets that have not been accounted for, or they probably have. That's a lot of money. So we actually went to go check out one of the games. We actually went to, was it Mississippi? We went to Mississippi, and I want to say they had to use another stadium because that's how many people were going to be in attendance for that particular game. Sold the freak out, man. And I can't remember how much those people fit in there, but let's just say again, you got 30,000 tickets, 30,000 people that he was supposed to get a commission from, but he's not seeing any of that money. And it's because of the school. It has everything to do with the school, man. Money coming up missing, they got everything to do with the school. So you telling me somebody's supposed to sit there after that? Nah. So again, I'm never gonna trip. I'm never going to be the one to complain. I'm never going to be the one to condone people that complain. But I will say this. If anybody feels like they're being mistreated, anybody feels like somebody is, again, just not treating them the way that they should be treated, even when, you got Dion that did all of this stuff, you cannot fault them when they just be like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I respect you. There's not going to be any ill will towards you. And the way that he left, listen, y'all can have that $300,000 back that's left in my contract, but you got people that may be willing to treat us a little bit better over here. We ain't gotta, hopefully we don't have to worry about my son's cars being broken into. When it comes to contract fulfillment, I understand that, you guys are gonna stick to that contract, and we don't have to worry about that. I don't have to pour or take more than half of my salary for the year and give it back when the school itself they're not even, again, living up to whatever it is they had in their contract with saying I'm supposed to get like a certain percentage from the money that we've made. It's crazy, man. It's weird.
Word is there was a clause in his contract between JSU and Deion Sanders that after 30,000 ticket sales, the coach will receive a percentage of the sales. That didn't happen the whole time that he was there. The data was always incorrect for the ticket sales numbers. Somehow the proceeds from thousands of ticket sales went missing, and Deion Sanders, the football team, nor the staff saw any of that money. Now, there was also a lucrative TV deal in place that Coach Prime wanted to get, but the university did not. Sources say that Coach Prime used his own money to build a new locker room, all the new designs. That came from Coach Prime's pocket. The new players' lounge, all of it. He also used his own money to feed his players. All of the fancy meals you saw the players eating, Coach Prime paid for that. When JSU went to the Celebration Bowl last year, the school didn't give any money back to athletics. When these schools play in these big bowls, they earn a lot of money by participating. So the football team, they're bringing in the money, but none of that money that they made off them went back to the football team. In fact, it's being said that the school didn't give money back to athletics at all after that Celebration Bowl.
It's paid to the schools. Both schools get a sum of money. Mm-hmm. My question was, if we went out there and we the ones did that, why are we splitting some? That we did that. The football program did that. The school didn't do that. The football program did that. So those are my questions as well as concerns.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see that. How is that regulated and dispensed?
Right.
Dispersed, rather.
That's the key word. Because, again, and I heard you speak about it, like, the guys in that locker room are the ones putting their lives on the line.
Sure.
They're risking their health and safety. Obviously, if something's coming back to the school, majority of it should be for the people who...
At least show me the percentage.
Okay.
and I'm fair. Show me the percentage. And I know we have some things that we need to address amongst the school, but we did this, man. Let's take care of us and the things that we have, shortcomings that we have right now, and then we'll deal with the school needs.
And I know a lot of you by now, you know that he used his own money to fund a lot of stuff. The university did not help. In fact, they're saying that the president wanted his name in the headlines just as much as Coach Prime. And here's a part that's being reported right here that's crazy. They said that Coach Prime wanted to coach a Celebration Bowl this year. You know, it's coming up in about a week. But the JSU president said no. The Celebration Bowl that's taking place in Atlanta, it is sold out. Hopefully between now and next week, people get out of their feelings and make sure that Coach Prime is at that game coaching. Now, this isn't far-fetched because Coach Prime already told us a while ago that these folks allegedly play with the numbers, meaning somebody's up there stealing or mismanaging funds. Basically, every game that he coached, you had a packed stadium, and they for sure hit the 30,000 ticket threshold. But they kept underreporting ticket sales so they can withhold the money from Coach Prime that they owed him. All I can say is it sounds like some nasty, sneaky, conniving people up here, and I guarantee this just wasn't one person involved in this. You have multiple people and administrators involved. So not only did you have the Pookies in the street stealing from Coach Prime, but you had the school's administrators also stealing from him. This is all just disgusting. And then you have a lot of the Deion haters sounding ridiculous, like some bitter disgruntled exes. Coach Prime wanted to complete the season by coaching the Celebration Bowl, but the president...
That is crazy, man. Do y'all hear this? It's insane, bro.
No, so...
Again, understand, people are going to use you. It's just, if it's gonna be transactional, let it be transactional. Let the thing be fair, at least, especially when it's in the contract. Like, good grief, man. Again, the only reason why I'm saying this is, you can't, honestly, I mean, you can, but why are y'all faulting this man for leaving? When you hear all of this stuff that's going on, I don't get it. I just don't get it. 14 and, okay, so we got 14 push-ups, 22 ab rolls.
If you don't see him, that's why. It's just amazing how much hate I'm seeing for a man who only helped this institution.
Right.
Somebody who's not even from the HBCU community. Deion Sanders never attended a black college, but he came in with a passion to really turn things around while putting his own money up to do it. And then you have people saying that he should have stayed there to accomplish the goal. What are you talking about?
What?
He did accomplish the goal. He turned that program totally around. A lot of people are not realizing that not only did he accomplish the goal, but he did it quickly. He produced results within the first 2 seasons. What more can you ask for? Do you want him to lay down and die there? And side note, that almost never happens. There's always a revolving door of coaches at these HBCUs. But yeah, he went in there, he wasn't playing any games. He used his resources, connections to lay out a winning blueprint right out the gate. I'm sorry, Coach Prime did everything that he was supposed to do, but it's obvious that no one else showed up to work. The only folks who showed up to make this happen outside of Coach Prime would be the coaching staff and the football players. The administrators showed up for the camera and photo op day. It's like they kept skipping out on leg day. Nah, they didn't want to work. They sat up there eating high off the hog, and every time there was time to put in work in leg day, they missed it. I mean, are you kidding me? They played around with the ticket sales and the money? You know, instead of acting like a bitter ex, they really need to get some class. None of this should be happening. Instead, they should be appreciative of all that he donated to them, all that he's done for them. They should be naming a practice field after Coach Prime, or at least one of those facilities that he invested in. He should be coaching the Celebration Bowl and hosting a parade during the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, or hosting a celebration in Jackson for the football team with Coach Prime there, sending him off the classy way, closing the chapter on the best era of JSU football to date. You have to realize other people are watching this. It's other Hall of Famers, other guys in the NFL. It's just not a good look. What other Hall of Famer would want to do this, donate his money, time, resources, connections, just to get treated like this when you leave?
Right.
And then another thing I hear a lot of the critics saying is it's all about him. It's all about him.
12.
You can just hear the jealousy oozing out. Coach Prime is indeed a star. He's been one. His
Right.
confidence, personality, back in the day, his talent, combined with his hard work and results, it can't be taken away from him. And for whatever reason, confidence in a black man is always hated. So I guess that's expected. But more strong leaders are needed in the community to have an impact and develop young men. And acting like a bitter, disgruntled ex-girlfriend is not speaking strength. These young men that he coached, especially the seniors, they are happy to have had the opportunity to be able to be coached by him and learn so much from him.
Absolutely.
It's definitely helped them tremendously for their future. And now they're prepared.
Listen, this is exactly another part of the conversation that we was having earlier. You got some people, no matter what you do, it's not going to be enough. No matter, what impact you had on that person, it's never going to be enough. You could stay there. He could have stayed there 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 13. It's never going to be enough. And again, you got some other people that you put them around somebody that has knowledge, that either has the results or that's going to help benefit you, be a better person, become a better person, become the better, the best version. Or if they don't get you there, they at least help you to take that first, that second, or that third step. Instead of being thankful and leaning on all of the lessons that were taught and everything that you learned, you got people like, that's at that HBCU, or even the people that's on the outside looking in, they got so much to say bad about. Like, listen, this man just gave you the blueprint on how to be successful, how to leverage, your likeness, or how to level likeness and all the other stuff to continue to do the things that you need to do to make sure that those children, everybody that comes through that program is getting something out of it, more out of it. And those TV crews, they got a deal, $120 million deal over the next 10 years that they'll be able to benefit off from something that he left. Other things, you got that contract with Under Armour. If you guys continue to work your butts off, if you guys continue, because trust and believe, there's still going to be eyeballs on y'all. There is still going to be eyeballs on that doggone school after he has left. And I promise you, if they continue to win, say for instance, Coach Prime leave, Deion Sanders left the team, blah, 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 went on to Colorado. The team that he left, trust and believe, people are going to be looking at that. And if they have another winning season or a decent season after he, man, come on, man. They're gonna be like, yo, maybe it's something still there. Maybe it wasn't just Deion. Maybe it was actually the kids. Maybe it was actually the program. Maybe it was actually the community that stepped up and understood, and they understood the assignment. Like, yo, we have the opportunity that we did not have before he came here, which is the eyeballs. We got everybody looking at us now. You got so many kids that's on all these different social media platforms. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all of that. Man, listen, tell them to pull out a doggone. We're going to film everything. We're going to post everything. We're going to make sure we continue to have eyeballs on this doggone campus, and we're going to shine a light on all the positive that we're doing. But instead, well, I ain't going to say instead, because they still got some time to pull it off. Hopefully they do they do the right thing, man. And you're gonna be used, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
For whatever they're willing to continue to put the hard work in for. And then there's kids. I know we talk a lot about the younger ones, but it's older kids, DeAndra and Dion Jr. They have really been doing a great job working with their father. They made sure their father knew how important it was for him to embrace social media and made sure they documented everything. Dion Jr. created his own media company through it all, and he's getting a check with his father. DeAndra is working hard and making things happen as well. Both of them working with their father towards a greater goal. They're like 29, 30 years old now, and they're not out here complaining. They put in work. That's why they get rewarded. I think 50 Cent's son could really take some lessons from DeAndre and Deion Jr.
Yes.
They saw what their father was doing. They didn't feel entitled to anything. They joined in and decided to work with him and support the family legacy. Because at the end of the day, this is all for them anyway. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. What do you think about JSU promising to pay Coach Prime a percentage of ticket sales? He hit the threshold every time, but the money kept going missing, the ticket sales data missing. What do you think about all of this? Feel free to sound off in the comments. Shout out to Tyrone W. I appreciate you for all of your support for the channel. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Make sure I give her her flowers real quick. It's called, listen, I don't consume too much of,
We're gonna drag it.
you know, certain content, but I will say her YouTube channel is called Pink Book Lessons. She is over 200,000 subscribers, and her information is honestly phenomenal. Seriously phenomenal, man. She does a really, really good job with doing her background checks and getting the right information. And yeah, I'm gonna take my hat off to her for that, man. But anyway, y'all just pay attention to what I said tonight, man, and understand that, you know, it's gonna happen, man. No matter how mean, how nice, how sweet, how kind, how big, how small, fat, skinny, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, it does not matter. Christian, Muslim, it's gonna happen. All right, but I would not sweat the small stuff, man. As long as you understand that, life will be so much better. Everything is pretty much transactional. You're gonna be used at some point in your life, if not the majority of your life. Don't go around hating people for that. That's just the way the world works. It just is. And people that become bitter when they find certain information out, those are going to be the people that's going to lack most of the time in life. The people that are successful, the people that honestly make it in life, are the people that understand that in life, everyone is going to be used, and every relationship, whether it's a friendship type of thing or it's a little bit more, the people that understand it, I'm telling you, are the people that are a lot more successful when it comes to relationships in general, business or not. You look at the most successful guys in the world right now. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, you know, LeBron James, those guys. Do you think that they don't know that companies want to use their popularity, they want to use their money, their eyeball, their brain, their likeness, their body, their face, everything that you do is going to be transactional in some way, shape, form, or fashion. All right? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now, man. Pretty decent workout, man. Another great arm chest workout, man. We had a good time today. Remember, turn those off. Turn those off. All right? Anyway, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.